Okay, welcome to Stars. So this poem is quite a different poem in that it's even more Greek and Roman, kind of idyllic, exoticized, hyperbolic, perhaps, which means they've got those extreme examples of beauty and idealized images, and in order to put forward this idea. It begins with the word these, which I think is sort of like this sense of, I'm telling it like it is. These are the floating berries of the night. They drop their harvest in dark alleys down, softly far down on groves of Venus or on a little town. Forgotten at the world's edge, and oh, their light unlocks all closed things, eyes and mouths and drifts, quietly over kisses and a golden rain, drowning their flight till suddenly the Cyprian lifts her small white face to the moon, then hides again. It's got a really nice, gentle, undulating rhythm, and the language is very kind of gentle and lilting and lyrical, and it's got this unfolding kind of quality. So we've got a little bit of contrast between night and light. We've got a rhyming scheme, which gives it order and perhaps credibility in this kind of structure. They are the warm candles of beauty hung in blessing on high, the poised like bright comrades on boughs of night above. They are the link buoys of Queen Venus running out of the sky, spilling their friendly radiance on all her ways of love. So it's a very sort of coded way of representing meaning. So you've got Venus, the goddess of love. You've got this kind of romantic, idealized image, kisses in a golden rain, eyes and mouths, this notion of beauty, her small white face, very petite, this kind of you got again another reference to Queen Venus. So the highest of the high, this kind of lofty, exalted style. Warm candles of beauty, spilling their friendly radiance on all her ways of love. So the meter of it is very lyrical, as I've said before. It's very difficult to understand the symbolism of what he's talking about in a really literal way, and that's why I'm spending most of the time talking about some of these just the imagery and the style of it, the lofty style. It's very vivid, very passionate. You've got this notion of kind of heroes and kings. It doesn't seem to have a villain at this stage. Should the girl's eyes be lit with swimming fire, oh, do not kiss it away, it is a star, so cried the passionate poet to his great romantic guitar. I love that line. It's just got such rhythm, and it's very clever, and it's, it cuts through all of this style, all of this kind of lofty style with kind of a pragmatic sort of realism. It almost brings everything back. So cried the passionate poet to his great romantic guitar. It's almost self-referential in that he's cutting out from the voice that he's built, and he's deconstructing himself, possibly. But I was beating off the stars, gazing, not rhyming. I saw the bottomless black cups of space. So I think here he's coming back. That sentence, that last part, the passionate poet, this is him talking about himself now. So he's talking about himself, thinking about all of that above. I was beating off the stars. I was gazing, not rhyming. And it's kind of this honest, I saw, this disclosure, this dizzily in sick airs, and desired to hide my face. I could not escape those tunnels of nothingness. It also almost seems like there's a degree of shame or kind of pain in which he's explaining these feelings. He tried so hard to be in this world of kind of euphoric optimism, but he couldn't do it. The cracks in the spinning cross gnaw hold my brain. He's talked about the cross before, when in the poem about his friend that drowned. from rushing forever down that terrible lane. Infinity's trapdoor, eternal and merciless. And we know that he's got this preoccupation with death and with struggling with these questions of existence. And we wonder, is that what it is that's created this shift? His beliefs maybe about the cross, the spinning cross, this rocky ground, have shifted. Maybe he can no longer sustain that sense of stability from them. And he's kind of fallen through. So, yeah, that's the end of that particular poem. Infinity's trapdoor, eternal and merciless. So it really ends on a kind of a low, but I think it's the beginning of a question in which he's sort of saying, I don't know how to get out of this. It's a disclosure, it's a revelation, in terms of him revealing this struggle, this question